first bass of the day. Spinnerbait. Pretty cool, huh? He ain't very big, but the other end of the lake, closer to the dam, produced absolutely nothing. No bites. Easy, boy. And threw a worm, threw a shad color spinnerbait, came on up the lake. The water's a little dirtier, and I put on my spinnerbait that I used in the pond about a week ago to give me a little more thump and a little more different color. And man, I didn't realize that fish was even. I thought I had a weed. I pulled it and was trying to get it off, and I realized something just wasn't right. And I'll be dang, it turned out it was a fish after all. And basically just reeled him in. He didn't even fight hardly. I know the water's a little cool, but usually, I don't know, I think he was in shock. Anyway, I'm gonna let the wind's taking me down this bank, and I'm just gonna keep going and work my way into some new water I have not been on this year. Gonna go a little farther than I have been. I've got an extra battery to help get me back to the truck, and I'm gonna explore and see what I can come up with. If nothing else, I will find some places to fish in 2 or 3 weeks as the spawn takes place and ends. I've been wanting to look for some new water to fish, so might as well take a little time and explore, and I'll let you know what I find out. Stick around. Uphill. Alright guys, got number 2 little bass for the day. Spinnerbait. I have thrown the stick bait, the plastic stick bait, I don't know, 100 times. Only 2 bites has been on my little spinnerbait. But man, that is not much to brag about. I got 2 bass together, won't even weigh a pound probably. Just one of those days. Bluebird skies. Tremendous dang cold front last night. Anybody that knows our weather this past week, we've had 70 degrees, 20 degrees with snow, and today we're back to almost 60 degrees. It's different. Oh, thought I had another bite. But man, it's been a tough day. I fished a lot of different places. The only 2 bites came on my spinnerbait, and I mean, really didn't even get a little bite on the stick bait, which is odd. These little buck bass, only one's brave enough to run out and grab a hold of this spinnerbait today, so who knows, might get lucky and grab a big one before I get back. I'm working my way back to my vehicle and just hitting some pockets. The sun's been on all day, a little warmer than the main lake, and just trying to come across a couple. Just hadn't been a real big numbers day, but I have spent some time looking, and this is what I do sometimes when I'm not on much, not catching many fish, is I go looking at areas that I want to fish a little later. We're still in pre-spawn, but man, I have found some tremendous areas, or should be, for when they come off of bed and even on into the summer. Areas that I haven't really explored before, I rode and looked today, and wow, it's some really good looking stuff. I can't wait till it warms up a little more and these fish get more active. Should be a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna ease around the bank, and if I grab another one, I'll be sure to show him to you. You guys hang around. There we go. Oh. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh. That's a good one, boys. That's a good one. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It has been a long, long day. Try to get the sun out of my camera. There we go. Oh, too much. Man, this fish. This one like took my arm off. Check her out, boys. 2 little dinks all day and end up with a hog. I mean a hog. I'm telling you guys, you gotta make the cast with a spinnerbait in the spring and it will get you a big one. My fist won't go in there, but man, that thing's heavy. That's a good one. That's a good fish. Let me get her back. Get one for the picture. Cast after cast, and just working my way back to the truck. Nothing really special. That fish's on the outside of the weeds where I've been throwing all day, and on the edge of where it should go into a little pocket. Be a good little spawn pocket, and man, I bet I didn't crank that thing just a few times, and bow! I was like, oh my God. And it took off. Man, that makes my day right there. But it can be so tough pre-spawn. You can get out and I can't really make myself flip the heavy vegetation, punching mats and grass. I just am not that kind of a fisherman. And with bluebird skies the way we've had today after a cold front, they should be tucked up into the grass or in brush piles real tight. That fish surprised me. These little fish, these little buck bass that I caught earlier, not that much of a surprise. They don't always tuck up tight. They run around scattered because really they ain't got good sense. But these big females, she was kind of out off where I thought one should be, kind of a little bit off a point. And I know points are great, and but I didn't expect. I actually expected another little fish in this area. That's why I went ahead and stopped and tried to fish it on the way back in. Did not expect a big fish. Have not had a big fish bite all day. Only little fish. Haven't even lost a fish. Just the bites weren't there, and bam, right at the end of the day, that's the way to take it home right there. But that's man, she knocked the fire out of that thing. That gets your adrenaline going right there. That fish was easy, 5 pounds. The way it pulled, I really thought it was going to be more than that. I really did. And I fished this little stretch first thing today when I got here, which was several hours ago, and never got a bite in this area at all. But the sun's been on it all day, warming it up. I know this little indention in the bank, this little pocket, will probably have a spawner on it, or in it, back of it, 2 or 3 weeks, and not sooner if the weather do just right. This water temp was coming up really good until this big blizzard that we had. Wouldn't surprise me for another fish to be holding on the outside. That fish came off of this side behind me here. Got another little indention or another little point going into this pocket. Wouldn't surprise me to get another bite, but not gonna bet the farm on it. That was freaking awesome. Nope, not looking like there's another one. One more cast. Man, you tell that got me going. I better make 2 more casts just for fun. Never know. Alright guys, I'm gonna wind it up on that big girl. I looked around a lot today. The bite wasn't there. Wasn't really a lot going on. The bite might have been there had I fished all the heavy stuff all day long and, you know, put it in the slop, but I didn't feel like doing that, so I covered water, and then I got to the other end of the lake, looked around for some areas that I want to fish later, and so all in all, not a lot of fish, but my day was productive. I found some stuff I want to go do later. And that's what you do if you've got if you're not having a good day and you're not in a tournament and you've got the luxury of, checking out new areas. Do that on your slack days when, the bite's not really great, and if you get one, you get one, or if you don't, you don't. But use that time when you're out on the water to look for those new areas. And I found some pretty cool areas that 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be back up there again. Looks like some awesome top water, be some buzz bait, some frog areas, and of course my spinner bait will be tied on as well. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I wound it up on a good note. 2 little fish, I believe, maybe 3, I think 2, and then 1 good one. And Man, you guys see me out on the water, stop and say hi. I'm Lowell Henderson. This is Simply Fishing. I'll see you guys next time.